Hello, my crafty friends. Today I'm sharing a trio of shark cards that I made for 3 of the grandkids for Happy Mail. They're not pop-up or interactive cards, but I get a lot of comments when I use the whimsy pattern papers. And so I just thought I'd do a walkthrough of my cards, show you how I use my scraps, and give you some other details. All 3 of my cards are Slimline cards. They are my favorite size of Slimline to make, 8.5 by 3.5 inches. And today I'm actually using a number 9 envelope rather than number 10. They can be a little bit harder to find. They're designed in the business world to fit inside a number 10 envelope. So a company would say send an invoice with, say, a self-addressed stamped envelope and fit it all inside the number 10 envelope. But I do like the way these ones fit inside a number 9. So that's what I have used for these ones. And the cards actually started with this patterned paper from Whimsy. They're Slimline size patterned papers. And you know what? Let's just show you them all. They're so cool. I love them. They're also nice and heavy. So that's the cover sheet. And you get 2 of each design, I'm pretty sure. And it says 30 single-sided sheets, 2 each of 15 designs. I have these linked on my blog, and I have a number of them, not just the under the sea ones, but I'm on my second pad of Under the Sea. So there's these 2 here. This is one that I used on my shark, so I only have one of those left. There's a bit of a sheen to them. They are sized to be 8.5 by 3.5, so they fit perfectly on the front of your card. I will sometimes use a die and trim them down to fit if I want a fancy edge border, but they make your cards really quick and easy. So because I get so many comments on them, I just wanted to show you what the whole pad looks like. This is another one that I used on my cards today, and this one as well. And I'm very proud of myself for using these. People, I hoard stuff like this. I get them, I open them, I flip through it, and I think it's absolutely wonderful, and therefore I must save them for, I don't know what, save them for the perfect card, the perfect time. I don't know why I do this. But I am using them. I am using these and having fun using them and not just hoarding them. So I'm also patting myself on the back for doing that. So that is the Whimsy patterned paper. And then the sharks. That's Baby Shark. He's from MFT Stamps. I'm pretty sure it's still available, and I will link it on my blog. This is not new, but I'm finally getting a chance to play with it. I was busy with seasonal projects and design team projects and not really getting a chance to play with my own stuff. So I'm making up for that now, and that's with the Baby Shark. So that's not new, but this is the Sharky Sentiments from MFT. I actually have 2 grandsons that love sharks, and I've used the shark die on their Valentine's cards as well. But with the shark stamps that I have and this die set, I thought this would get a lot of use. So I've used 3 of the sentiments already. Today's going to be Jawsome. Birthday Shark, doo-doo-doo-doo. That is a song for kids. I am not going to attempt to sing it for you. It's cake chomping time. Take a bite out of cake. Have a killer birthday. I don't think I would use that one. You're fantastic. I choose you. Keep on smiling. Hello, chum. Let's do lunch. So there's some sentiments in there that I can use for birthday cards or just for Happy Mail, which is what I did here today. Now this shark here, so here's the pattern paper. You can see I've just added it to a white card base, and I have left the insides blank, which I generally don't do. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I may add a pocket and enclose some stickers. I might cut down one of the sheets because they're so nice and heavy, add some twine and send them bookmarks. I might write a letter. So this is very hard for me to have an entire blank canvas. I always decorate the insides of my cards. So I'm not at that point yet. I'm going to show you all 3 cards, and then I'll go over more of the details. So this shark is sparkly, and it's got some bubbles on it. Keep on smiling. You're fantastic. And finally, hello, chum. And this one is in the vertical orientation, which I generally do. I don't do very many in the landscape. So again, this was kind of a stretch for me. All of the sharks were made using scraps from my stash. So how I store my scraps is in page protectors. And I've just labeled them. I add partial sheets. I add scraps of specialty cardstock, and even this one, Verve unfortunately closed their doors, but their stamps used to come on this packaging, and I love that packaging. And I've shown you before the waffle flower, that I saved the waffle flower packaging because I love the yellow, so those go right into my yellow page protector. But this one I did have more purples, but I made 2 other ones with the Elizabeth Craft Designs Sand Crab, and so I ended up using my dark purples out of my purple scraps. But you can see I've still got lots of blues, and this blue sparkly here is recycled off of a purchased card, and I just thought, well, I can recycle that. I enjoy the cards for a while, and then I go ahead and reuse what I can. So that's how I store my scraps. I store them vertically in a tray meant, I think, for a bathroom vanity, and then I can just flip through, pull the color that I want, and dig around in there. So I did not cut into a full sheet for any of my sharks, and you can see I kind of alternated colors here, and I did use sponge daubers and ink to ink the edges, and then some detail with a white gel pen. As I said, they're all blank inside until I decide what I'm going to add, whether I put in some stickers or whatever with them. And then I wanted to show you these bubbles. Now I do have some little bubbles from Studio Katya in Canada. Well, they ship all over, but they're based in Canada. And so I do have some of those little bubbles, but I did order some from Cat Scrappiness. They are also linked on my blog, and I wanted to show you those because they just add a little something something. There's not a lot of height to them. I will still put a scrap of lightweight cardstock when I go to mail the card, just to keep it from poking through the envelope. I did pop all of the sharks up on my cards with foam tape, but I use thin foam tape. I started using that about a year ago, and that's my go-to now. So with the thin foam tape, you still get the height and depth, but it's not such a big bump going through the mail. If you like this kind of video where it's not an interactive card, I'm happy to do more. Just let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and that's it for me today.